Hi guys, and welcome to number 2 of our interviews, and we have with us the epic Star Citizen warrior and code sender, my friend Phoenix Simon. Simon, nice to see you. How are you doing?
Nice to see you, Josh. Thanks for inviting me.
Thanks for coming.
Epic interview.
Yeah, and you know what? Thanks for punching me out of that pillar.
Oh yeah.
You killed me. You killed me twice, and you revived me. Yeah, both times.
Yeah. No, I only knocked you out.
Oh right.
A little bit.
But you shot me in the leg and had to limp for like the next 20 minutes.
Could have shot you in the arm instead.
But that was seriously one of my most favorite videos.
You always learn. You always know better afterwards.
Exactly. So, how long have you been playing Star Citizen?
So I started with Star Citizen, or I heard about it in 2013, end of the year, I think. Probably it was in some gaming journal or something. I can't remember. And I heard about this game that some guy wants to make the best game ever, best space game ever. And he had to do with Freelancer, which I loved back then, which was also a space game. And yeah, I couldn't resist, so I pledged pretty quickly and then kind of forgot about it because there was no game at this point. It was just an idea. And everybody was waiting for the first playable thing, which then became the hangars, which it was what it sounds like. It was just a hangar and you could spawn your ship and you could do nothing with it. If you were lucky, you could enter your ship and that's it. So that was the first thing.
So it has really developed a lot since then.
Yes. So if you go back all the way and watch back the videos, what they posted, and also how it looked, it was way different. And they came a long way, actually.
Right.
And at some point then, I don't know which year, maybe 2015, 16 or so, they had the Horizon station. What was it called again? The first station where you could actually lift off and fly, which was epic.
Wow. So do you
a little later, the first planet. And that was the next milestone.
Oh my goodness, that's incredible. So you've been here since the beginning. You've seen it from step by step.
Yes.
And
I followed it most of the time, not all the time, but with short breaks.
Okay. So do you agree that it is the best space simulator?
For me, it is definitely the best, but also because I guess it fits my interests the most. I like the details. I like it a bit slower and chilly and just hang out with friends sometimes or do something relaxing.
I see.
It doesn't always have to be combat and action.
Right.
I'm already almost 40 years, so I'm out of the age where I have to prove everybody something. I guess.
Hey, I am just 40 years old, so look at that. We're the same age.
Oh yeah.
And you're from Switzerland, right?
That's correct, yes.
I'm originally from America, but I'm living in the Czech Republic, so we're pretty close.
Yes, not that far, like globally.
Right.
We're almost neighbors.
Yeah. So
at about 10 hours by car, I guess, which I don't know, America left to right, it's maybe the same.
10 hours, wow, that's not far at all.
No, it's not so far.
So, what would you say is your favorite thing about this game?
Well, that's a hard question. There's a lot of good things, but I think the vision of the end goal, or what it should become at some point, is also what I guess motivates a lot of people, not only me. That it should really be like a space simulation where you could do almost anything and everything is connected, and that you don't have a loading screen is such a big deal, I think.
Wow, yeah.
Maybe that's one of the big things I like. And of course, just the details. For me, like every ship is almost like a piece of art.
Oh, that
You
definitely.
can look at every corner and every detail. Every time I'm amazed how much work they put into these ships. It's crazy.
Yes, absolutely. It is crazy, right? Like, even I just got the Carrack, and before I got in,
Congratulations.
thank you
for that, by the way.
Before I got in, I was just looking at the landing gear, you know, and just for 5 minutes staring at like all the little cables,
Yes.
and it's unreal.
That's how you have to do it.
Right.
I've played with a guy once,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't know the game.
Mm-hmm.
I think he got like the starting package gifted from some other guy, and who knows him. And we spawned the Carrack, and we went in the game. And after that, he never experienced the loading screen. We went in the hangar, and somebody opened the ramp, and he was streaming it, and then he started crying because it was so emotional for him that
What?
that there is a game with so much detail and love, and the sound when the ramp opens and everything.
Yes.
You know, when you're playing games, when everything is a loading screen, it's such a different experience. It's so immersive and fun to me, and yeah, I love what they do.
Okay. Wow, that was a very good answer. So if you could add something to this game, what would you add?
I mean, something that's already planned or something that
No,
they
like from your own idea.
I mean, I haven't really thought about that, because most of the things, there's so many things that I'm still waiting to be added, like especially all the industrial stuff and base building.
Oh.
I don't know how far they want to go with these things, but my idea is go as far as you can.
Okay.
Like, I want to have not a space station, but I want to have some land. I want to have a farm or something. Maybe I go mine, or maybe it's like more industrial outpost, and you gather your own minerals, or you buy them from other players. You refine them, you build something. People will grab that material, bring it somewhere else. Somebody builds a house or another station or a ship, or everything should be connected. That's my wish.
And is that very far off, you think?
I think it's still a bit off, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard to tell.
Right. Well,
how far it could be that things go quite fast now, certain things, because the single player is, they say, feature complete, and we can already see like how much more stuff they want to add in that coming up patch everybody's talking about.
Yes.
But we will see. Yeah, I'm taking it slow. I hope. I still have 40 plus years to enjoy.
Okay.
I have time.
Tell me what you think about my idea. And I don't know if CIG is planning this, so you can tell me, but I wish that when you're flying the ship, you could use your voice to activate stuff like shields 50%, you know, and then it would automatically do it. Is that...
Some people do that, but not with Star Citizen. They have some voice activation, I don't know, software or something.
What?
That you can program. Yeah. I don't know how they're called, but I've seen that 2 or 3 times on YouTube, I think, where they say start engine and the ship starts.
Right. Because like what sci-fi film or game, right, doesn't have the computer you can talk to?
Yeah. It's technically possible, but not within the Star Citizen alone, you need some extra software.
I see. Because we have all that AI stuff now, right? That's new.
Yes.
And it's gone quite far, and you can talk to it almost like a normal person, and it gives you unique answers.
Yeah.
Like, I imagine, on my quantum jump, that takes like 10 minutes.
Yes.
And I'm sitting there like talking to the computer, like, tell me about the history of this planet or something like that, and it just...
Oh, yeah, like a wiki.
Yeah. Or,
I don't think that's possible, but not with the additional software. But you definitely can do commands that could also be bound on a key, let's say.
Right.
That's possible.
There
is a lot of lore about this game.
Oh, really?
I'm just not really looking for it actively. But there is YouTube channels only covering lore about Star Citizen.
So many YouTube channels.
They even created alien language, like a real language for the aliens with text and everything. From time to time, they will post something in that alien language, and the community tries to find out what it's about and translates it. Yeah, it's crazy. Maybe that's even interesting for you as a, English teacher.
Yes, kinda. Definitely. Huh.
Maybe you can teach Banu soon, or some other alien language.
Oh my goodness. Man, my own language is hard enough.
Yeah, maybe you get the chance usually there is an Alien Week every year in Star Citizen.
What?
Where everything is about alien ships and alien lore. And usually then they will bring some news in alien language.
Wow.
I think it's maybe end of May or something, or beginning of June. It's always after Invictus Week, which is the military event in the game every year.
Invictus.
Yeah, the Invictus Week is celebration of the UAE military.
I see.
So, where you can... There is also a big show around this time, and the free fly event, where you can rent all the military ships.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh,
for free.
Wow.
It's always on a different place.
Uh-huh.
One of the main cities usually. In an expo hall. It's like, maybe Autos, a car salon, where they show the newest cars and stuff and concepts.
Yes.
It's a bit like that, but in this game and with spaceships.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Such a good idea.
Yes.
Okay,
so looking forward for you to discover that.
Oh, thank you. Me too. Like, there's so many ships I want to check out because, like you said, they are all works of art.
Yeah, that's the best chance. This week, and then a half year later, in November, is always the International not Aerospace. Or is it Aerospace Expo or something like that? It's the same, but with all ships in November. Really all military and civilian and industrial, everything.
Oh man, it's gonna be overwhelming.
Every day it's another brand, like Argo, Crusader, and so on. Yeah, it's fun.
Okay, so what would you say is, I don't know, something you hate in this game, or something that just really bothers you?
Maybe lately I get a bit frustrated about that everything they add is about combat. Even the easiest box delivery mission can include combat sometimes, which I understand where it comes from. That's what they developed for the single player as well first, and all the other stuff just takes a bit longer. But I'm getting sometimes a bit frustrated about that. But then again, I can wait or have to wait until the other stuff gets in. And
Okay.
other than that, I mean, it's all about, I guess, that we have to wait so long.
I see. And you have been waiting long.
Yeah.
Man. So for people
But
like
I
me,
don't really hate it, you know. It's just I understand it. Like I said before off camera, I'm working in development and engineering.
yes,
I know that things
right.
can take way longer than you expected, and sometimes you have to scrap it completely and start over by
Yeah.
zero, basically.
Ugh. Right. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about Switzerland. I'm thinking Swiss cheese, chocolate, bank, like a bank for bad guys, criminals. I think that's all I
Don't know
know.
much about that. But
What? Oh yeah,
yeah,
the
I like
mountains, Swiss Alps.
Yeah. So where I live, it's more in the north. Yeah. And it's pretty flat there.
Okay.
But you don't have to travel far Switzerland to get in the mountains or at a lake or anything, and it's beautiful usually everywhere, and very clean.
Clean and beautiful.
Yeah, I'm not going too often into the mountains. I'm more around where I live, like biking or something like that. Yeah. Something
Biking.
where I don't have to go with the car for an hour before I actually do an activity.
I see.
You know, after work or so.
Right.
And
right.
usually there's a lot of traffic on these routes as well when you
And
travel towards the Alps.
like, are you skiing or snowboarding?
I did as a kid.
Okay.
When every year with my parents we went skiing during school holidays. And after a certain age, I guess gaming started. And it was more interesting than going to ski with my parents. And
Wow. Gaming. You know what? I have never seen the Swiss Alps. I've never seen any part of the Alps. And I don't live that far because the Alps, they go through several countries.
I heard in Czech you can also go ski. My colleague actually does that sometimes.
Yeah, you can. I never tried skiing before. I can snowboard, but it's been a long time.
But every year they have less and less snow.
Yes.
So it's a little problematic sometimes.
That's exactly right. Huh.
Or only high up. When I was a kid, you could ski down into the valley and like to the bottom where the hotels were. I think now oftentimes you have to take the lift to get down the last bit.
No
because
way.
it's all green.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's definitely true here. In Czech, we've had, I think, one of the warmest Februaries ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if you like planes, but I have an Italian colleague, and he once visited me. We were also gaming together before Star Citizen. I was also playing flight sims, or I'm still playing flight sims, and we did formation flight in a little group for a few years. So one day we invited him, and we went to a flight show in October.
Wow.
Where they in the Alps they do a live fire demo, and you can, for 1 week, civilians can go up there and visit it. So
wait. You said a live fire what?
Yeah, they're
demo.
using their they have targets in the walls of the mountain, and you're standing a few hundred meters to the side, and they will fly sometimes under you even, because you are on. They fly through the valley and you are a little uphill, and they will shoot targets with their board gun cannons.
Are you serious? That must be incredible.
It's epic.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Yes. So if you are ever close to Switzerland in October,
I have
contact me.
Oh, I just might do that because I have never been to a air show before.
It's just a little weather dependent, of course. So if they have fog or the clouds are exactly where the targets are, then it won't happen. So it's also a little luck. It can have snow or sunshine and 20 degrees. It's very different every time.
Right. Okay, I have another question for you since you're from Switzerland, and it's a little bit political, so if you don't want to talk about it, I totally understand. NATO. It's so complicated, all the NATO stuff and the countries, but is it like Switzerland has just joined, or was that Sweden?
Oh, that was Sweden.
Yeah, okay.
Switzerland is a neutral country, right. Even though that's right now a little bit discussed as we joined the sanctions for Russia. But
you joined the sanctions?
Yeah, the discussion is, does that make our country not neutral anymore? And
wow.
But I think the world needs some neutral countries for I don't know the word actually in English. When the two parties want to meet to have peace again.
Yes.
If they want to discuss the peace. And
yes, a mediator.
Without a party that is not interested in any of the sides, basically.
Yes, right.
You cannot get to that goal, I think.
Yes,
that's why you actually need somebody like that.
Interesting, an unbiased middleman mediator.
Yes, if there is anything like that. I mean, everybody has an agenda, I guess. But
isn't it true that Swiss guys have to go to the army?
Yeah, that's still a thing.
Which
I actually also went, and we have to do a mandatory military service. That's like a basic training for, I don't know how it's today, but at my time it was 21 weeks. And then either you go for the 10 next years, every year for a few weeks for a fresh up training, or
like a
an update training. And the other thing that I did was I made all the service in one piece, which was a little bit over a year. And I was actually then at the airport, which was very interesting.
So if you do it all at once, then you don't have to worry about the 10 years thing.
Yes. You still have something to do. You have to go shoot once a year with your service rifle for 10 years.
No way. So you take it home?
Yes.
Wow.
Most men in Switzerland have their service weapon
at home.
But
I have so many questions.
I don't know the percentage or so, but there's also the other option if you don't want to go to the military, or you can't, like physically, or so. Then there is another service that takes longer. What? I don't know how to call that in English, but they are more like a civil service,
Right. Like, I think we call those guys
help in emergencies and so on, or help maintain
the conscientious objector.
And then there is the third thing that you can do is if you do none of both, you will have to pay, I think it's 3% of your wage until you are 30 to the state.
Well, that's a lot of options.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said almost every man has his service weapon at home.
Yes.
So that means there's a lot of weapons in homes in Switzerland.
That's true.
because as an American, it's also true.
Yeah.
And, you know, Americans have problems with shootings and, you know.
I know.
But
it's a big discussion. Yeah.
right. So in Switzerland, it's not a problem. Or is
No.
it?
No, not at all. There are some, like, self-deletions, I would say. But there's not, like, public shootings.
Right.
Like you would hear about in the US.
Wow, that's amazing.
I think, but it's hard to tell why exactly.
Right,
that is.
right. Mm-hmm.
Maybe because everybody actually, or most people have experience and training with it. And
Right.
maybe also you actually won't see like homeless people in Switzerland because our state has services to help these people. So
Yes.
in our country, nobody has to be homeless. It's actually even forbidden to go on the street and ask for money and stuff from other people, or sit on a corner or something. Homeless. You can sit there for a rest, but not sleep on a bench or something.
I see. So you have a very strong social system.
Yeah. I think that may be a reason.
So it sounds like you love it there. Like, is it expensive?
Yeah, I think everybody who lives here is really privileged, I guess, in my opinion. And we have no wars, good education, healthcare, everything's is pretty good so far.
All right, Simon. So for our last thing, I'm gonna test your knowledge on the Czech Republic.
Oh God.
Are you ready?
Let me open Google.
No. Okay.
Yes.
Name me 2 Czech beers.
Oh my God, I don't drink beer.
Are you kidding?
No. I never drank alcohol in my life.
What?
So.
Wow.
Is one called the beer?
I have never heard of that.
No, I have no idea what beers you have.
Okay, how about Budweiser?
I heard that. Isn't that American though?
Well, it's a whole thing, you know, like there was a like a court case or a lawsuit that was, I think, almost 100 years where Czech was fighting with America to, you know, try to like reclaim their rightful ownership over it. And I think they recently won that victory, but America can still sell the Budweiser. Over here it's called Budvar, because there's like a city or something.
Yeah.
Okay. How about Radegast?
Yeah, I heard that. Definitely heard that. I visited Czech Republic a few times, maybe 2 or 3 times now, but only like with the company. And of course, we went eating in the evening. So I definitely heard that one. Yeah. Okay.
One more question. Tell me a traditional Czech food.
Oh. Is that? I loved one food, but I'm not sure anymore. Was it Polish or Czech? Maybe it's both. You know, when you take the bread, you take a whole bread, and you take the bread out. You make it hollow, and you put soup inside. I don't know how it's called, but that was really good.
That's a bread bowl.
Is, I think, with meat and vegetables and everything inside. That was great.
Wow, it sounds great. I have never seen that here.
Then it was Polish.
Yeah, must be. Oh man. And what about in Switzerland? What's like the really traditional? I can't think of anything except chocolate, but that's probably just stereotype.
Yeah. Maybe fondue is something you only get here mostly. The cheese fondue. which is the liquid cheese.
Yes.
You heat the cheese up until it's liquid, and then you use bread usually
Oh.
get
Dip.
the cheese on the bread and then
Yes.
eat it.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
are privileged. I think I'm gonna move over there.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All right, so I think that's good enough. Simon, I really appreciate you coming here, and I appreciate that you come with me on some missions and babysit me and make sure I don't die.
Anytime. Thank you for your great content. It's really lighthearted and happy content. You know, it's always good in the evening to enjoy a little funny video.
Yes, well, I appreciate that a lot. So, okay, see you out there in the verse.
Sure.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.